Hey guys, today we're going to be discussing probability. Probability is what you want over the total. Now there's two different types of probability. We have simple probability, which when there is one outcome, meaning if you are flipping a coin, that's one outcome. For compound probability, you have two or more simple events happening at one time. So for instance, if you have flipping a coin and rolling a dice, this would be a compound probability. Now, for compound probability, there's two key words. You have or, which means that you're going to add the probabilities, and you have and. And means you are going to be multiplying the probabilities. For and, sometimes you can see words in word problems that would say both, or it could say then. The key words that we're going to be looking for in our word problems are going to be probability. Automatically, when you see probability, you need to start thinking, I'm putting what you want on top over the total. If you see the words prediction, predict, expect, those point out to you that you're going to have to be using proportions. Prediction, proportions. The next two keywords are or and and. Or means that you're going to be adding the probabilities, and means you will be multiplying the probabilities. And like I said before, if you see both, if you see then both or then would mean and. So we're going to go ahead and do a couple examples together. So the first example says, second period has 13 boys and 16 girls. What is the probability that the next person chosen will be a girl? Probability is our key word here because I now know that I'm going to be doing what you want over the total. The next thing I need to look for in the question is what I want. I want to choose a girl. So how many girls do we have? We have 16. Out of the total amount, you're going to have to add 13 plus 16 to give you a total of 29. So my probability of choosing a girl is 16 out of 29. Our second example says Sarah has 2 bags of marbles. One bag of marbles contains 3 red, 5 yellow, and 7 yellow. The second bag contains 2 red, 6 blue, and 5 yellow. What is the probability that Sarah will choose a red marble from the first bag and a blue marble from the second bag? Keywords here are going to be probability. That shows me that I'm going to put what you want over the total. Next keyword is going to tell me what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a red marble from the first bag and a blue marble from the second bag. So from the first bag, the probability of getting red is going to be 3 out of the total amount for the first bag is 15. What I did there is I added 3 plus 5 plus 7. And remember, and means to multiply. So I'm going to be multiplying the probability of getting blue from the second bag. Blue will be 6 out of 2 plus 6 plus 5 will give you 13. You multiply across. 3 times 6 is 18, and 15 times 13 is 195. If you divide by 3, you will get 6 out of 65. And this is my probability of getting a red marble from the first bag and a blue marble from the second bag. On our last example, Jacob tosses a dice 36 times. How many times is he expected to land on the number 2 or the number 3? An important word here is going to be expected. Remember, expected means that we're going to be using proportions. So, proportions. Now, another word I see here is or. So I need to first figure out the probability of getting the number 2 or the number 3. On a dice, you have 6 numbers. The probability of receiving a 2 is 1 out of 6. Or means to add. And the probability of getting a 3 is 1 out of 6 as well. You add and you get 2 out of 6. This is the probability of just getting the number 2 or 3. I now need to figure out, what if I did it 36 times? What would happen? So I'm going to put what I want on top, what you want, over the total. What I want is 2 out of 6, and 36 times is now going to go on the bottom, x. You can cross multiply, meaning you do 2 times 36 and you divide by the 6, or you can say 6 times 6 is 36, so 2 times 6 is 12. Whenever you're working with probability, just remember that the key words, you have probability, which is what you want over the total, prediction, predict, expect, those means proportions, and or is for add, and is for multiply. I hope this video was able to help you out. Just go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.